been a while, and well, new room, a little wider, but a little shorter too. Um, More light, definitely brightest light I've ever seen. um, so yeah, it's been a while because, well, moving. It's taken us forever to get stuff in place and getting stuff situated, and houses, they gotta get stuff fixed every now and then, and this one had a few things that needed patched. So yeah, it's been a little bit, but here I am. And the thing that brings me on today, it wasn't something that I thought about, but I kind of fell into a situation which I thought it would be cool to share. So this does not happen to any of you. Um, because I learned that long ago there has been a huge line of counterfeit in audio microphones in pro lines like Shure. So long story short, I was needing Beta 58A for a specific kind of voice. So since I was liking one, I went and purchased one. But I purchased one used like new from a seller in Facebook. And that is when I discovered this whole counterfeit market that I had no idea existed. And I gotta give it to these people, man. I mean, they do pretty legit looking copies. I mean, for people that like me, I worked with these microphones before, but it's been a long time, and I never actually owned one because I do have SM57s and 58s, and those are basically what I use the most. And when I need something like more specific, I jump to my Rode or I jump to my SE. Um, so it's like I never kind of thought about having it, and now I regret not having one before because I would have had the experience to know these things. Um, but either way, I'm happy that I have it. I'm happy that I finally purchased one. Um, and I'm here to share this experience. So basically, the person I bought this from Facebook, he had a very tempting price, and apparently after contacting him again, he claims that he knew nothing about it being counterfeit. He's been selling this for a while, and people has given him 5 stars. So I guess he did not really came across somebody that knew their craft like I do. I mean, I know my microphones, and I can realize when something is not sounding the way it's supposed to or not acting the way it's supposed to. So the main thing with this thing is, what gave it away for me is like I'm starting to test it to check for levels and stuff, and I'm moving my hand on it, and you can even the smallest stop on the body of this microphone was translating into the speakers, and I'm like, this is not supposed to happen. So that's when I went online and I found out, oh well, there's counterfeit ones. Well, this is good to know. So for the first time, I ended up buying a counterfeit microphone, and I went to Shure, and their tech support asked me or requested me to send some pictures, which I did of very specific things, and they came back to me, and the pictures confirmed that's a counterfeit microphone. Please, blah 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 blah. Okay, this is Rick Waller from Shure, his applications engineer lead. Um, so cool. All right, thanks. It's good to know that I fell into that. So I ended up going to the actual, because I don't trust anybody anymore. I decided that I'm not going to purchase from any music store even, because I wanted to have the legit. So I went to Shure store, and today it arrived about an hour ago. You guys can see it's my address, but let's put it Shure. See, it's my name right there. And this is Shure Beta, blah blah blah. Okay, so there's that. So this is the actual microphone from Shure, purchased through them, legit. Now, here I have, and I had to mark it because, I mean, at some point, at first, I had no way to tell the difference between the pictures that I found online of real Shure boxes and this one. Without having the actual detail right in front of me, I could not tell a difference. And it's kind of scary because the price is tempting. This one costed me 89 bucks and this one's 152, somewhere there. It's not a huge difference, but you know, when you're short budget or you're trying to find something cheap quick, yeah, you might fall into this. Now, I marked it clear there so I don't confuse myself again. Now, whoever it's been on the music industry for a few years knows that these microphones are very well known as the SM58s and 57s. We use them basically for everything. So somebody like me could have catch, you know, could have catch the fact that it's not the real deal. And it wasn't the box, it was the actual microphone where I gave it away. They used the function of it, the lacking of that dampening system that prevented the handling to go through the microphone. Anyway, so here's a box of the fake one. As you guys can see, I'm going to try to be as close and defined. I am taking this on 1080 instead of my classical 7 whatever, so that it shows very well what it looks like. I mean, they do a really good job, but see, the one thing that now having the real box, I'm gonna start telling you what are the tells that you need to be looking for so you don't fall into this. Even this is like, it's pretty good done. I mean, based on the pictures and comparing this to the pictures on the internet, I could not tell the difference. But now with the real box, I can. So basically, let me grab both of the boxes. And the first thing to notice, and I hope this translates well into the camera, and I don't think it really does, but the paint on the real box right here, it looks almost metallic. If you can see the bottom part here, down here, it almost looks metallic. Now, when in this one, it's just a simple blue. It's very similar, but it's not. The paint on the real microphone box is almost metallic. It has a reflection, metallic reflection on it almost. It's different. Now the front, you can tell that there's a grayish aura around the fake one here that is not on the real one. It's brighter on the real one, and it's more defined on the real one. Now for everything else, I mean, seriously, they have done a pretty impressive job at making this. Now, when you go in, you open the fake box, and you find, this is my doing, it's not the bubble wrap that came in because I don't know what I did with it, but it doesn't really matter because hopefully he doesn't try to sell this to anybody else. And as you can see, if you hadn't, it is actually pretty convincing. I marked it. We got for fake here too, and it even got, I don't know if it will show, I hope it does, under the third pin, it does say Shure, like the original does. They're gold plated, like the original does. I mean, it's very, very, very hard to tell. Really hard to tell on Simple View. The accessories that come with, I mean, it's the same thing. The adapter, it has the manual, it has the sticker, and it has the bag. Start filing stuff here on the side. It also brings the safety instructions, the measuring for the position of the microphone. Now, another thing that I found was the detail in the bag. Let me show you the real box opening here. This is the real one. Put this on the right side. So in here we find the bubble wrap, the original bubble wrap with the microphone on it. And now I'm going to put the microphone side by side. And just take account, and I'm not showing the F in which one, but you tell me. I mean, it's damn good. Incredibly well done. Now, correct one, fake one. Almost impossible to tell. Now, there's one little thing. If you put the rings together, the two little rings together, side by side, you can see, maybe it will show it, maybe not, but it's a tad bit longer on the real one. About a few millimeters, but it's longer on the real one. Now, let's get back to this. In the real box, you find the safety instructions, the aligner ruler, the sticker, the addendum, the cable management thing, this thing, and it's actually in, and let me grab the one that came with this microphone, with the fake one. Okay, so here it is. This is the one that came with the fake one, and this is the one that came with the original one. Now there's a slight difference, even though they both look about the same. There's something that tells really easy. Fake one, it's squishy, very squishy. It almost feels like a cheap plasticky rubber or some kind. This one, it doesn't squish that easily. It's a lot tougher. So that's another tell, easy tell. Okay, this goes back here and back to this box right here. Now, we have the same adapter. We have the manual. And we have the warranty, which was not included in the fake one. And here is the bag of the original one. Now, if you look at the bags, they sure look pretty similar, but the original is a little, the letters are a little smaller. And another big tell is the fake one on the inside looks like this. It's a one layer crappy job done. And the original one, the real one, on the inside looks like this. It's a triple layer. It's soft and it's much different. So those are the basic tells that you can tell by the packaging itself. I've seen other packagings in which this whole thing is completely wrong. This stuff is laid on the bottom instead of being here on the side, but they have fixed that. I've seen stuff from like 2016, 2017, and they have fixed a whole lot. Now, and hopefully they don't catch this video and fix all the things that I'm mentioning here, because the sure people is gonna hate my ass. Now, let me put all this stuff back in here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause this video again, And I'm going to plug these two microphones in, and I'm going to show you a little couple things too. Okay, so here we are, and it's gonna be a little messy. Let's see if I can get the audio to reach. There we go. Okay, hopefully you can hear this right. I'm gonna get as close as I can. There we go. Now I got both microphones plugged in, and the left hand is the real one, and my right hand is the fake one. You can follow that F right there. Okay, now I got both set on mono so that the signal is even between both. Now you can tell 1 2 3 1 2 3. The sound itself, it's pretty close to what they need to be, but the main tell of it is even though there is a slight bit of handling sound from both, because my gains are pretty high right now, you can easily tell that the fake one captures a whole lot more than the other one. And that was what gave it away for me. Now, this is fake one, and you can tell there is a little bit 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. It is louder on the fake one, which means that the membrane on the capsule on this microphone is more sensitive to pressure than it is on this one, and which means that if you go too loud in here, it's probably going to distort and not be able to handle high pressure signals like this one does much better. But the sound in particular, I can barely tell a difference, but specifically it's noticeable when you turn your gains down. I have my gains are even in both microphones. Now let me turn them down a little bit. It's probably gonna get a little quieter, but let me see. I have them at a quarter. They're at 3 o'clock both, and it's very quiet. It's very, very quiet. Now this one, you can see the meter. It's hitting about halfway on the green, and on this one, it's not even close. And I mean, I'm talking of the same volume, but it hits a lot less. And this one, it just keeps popping up there, pop, 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 pop. See, so that's another tell. There's a difference in the way they both capture the sound. So here we go, back again, all the way up. So yeah, I wanted to make this video so you guys are aware that this exists. It's 2021 and it's still going around. They have perfected the details that have been being told, that were told the difference before, to the point that I have issues figuring out which was what. So until I had the real deal here with the box and everything else, and able to test it, because even the colors, the Shure logos, everything is almost to the point that you cannot tell the difference. So keep your eyes open. If you gotta buy a Shure microphone, and I tell you this, I bought this yesterday and they sent it so quickly. I bought this yesterday, and I think it was actually almost 4 or 5 in the afternoon or something there. It came from the closest warehouse that they have, and I got it here today. 1 day shipping. So for that alone, it's worth to buy the original stuff. And in the long run, you know, this who knows how long is this microphone going to last? How long is this going to perform? And you can see there's a lot of proximity effect to it that this one does not have. This one is clear and concise all the way through. This one gets a little, see, you can feel, you can hear that difference. So yeah, keep your eyes open. Don't trust people from eBay, or don't buy online. Try if you can. Just save your buck and buy it straight from Shure, buy it straight from Sweetwater or another certified, you know, Guitar Center, another certified Shure retailer, reseller, whatever. But make sure it's a real deal, because as they are in here, they are also SM57s and 58s and all kinds of stuff going on out there. So keep your eyes open and don't fall for the cheap stuff, because later on you're gonna regret it when you go into a stage and you put this thing on and the singer grabs it from the stand and starts going like this, and yeah, that's not a good day. So I wanted to do this and let you guys know what's going on. Hopefully soon I will be able to make another video, perhaps showing a little bit when I finish all this setup that I'm working here. I gotta put new insulation, I gotta do the panelings now that I can, and I got a lot of work to do, but hopefully soon I will be making another video with all that and make you and let you see my setup, what I got, what's going on, and maybe a little bit of the house for the ones that are interested. And I got another comeback that is supposed to be here tomorrow, no, Monday, and I'm really excited about that because I sent that to repair. It's been a long few months, but finally it's coming back, so hopefully I get to make a video about it, because it's back and I missed it, and I'm going back into using it, and I'm really excited about it. So I'm going to probably make a short video about it, but if I don't, I'll just include it on the next one. So anyway, this is all for me, and I will see you guys next time.